In the series of learning programming in C, in the previous video I have discussed a program using for loop. We have written a program to print a multiplication table of a number with for loop. We have discussed everything about for loop, the general syntax, working of for loop with the help of programs, as well as different kind of ways in which you can write a for loop, or you can say some tricky things you can do with for loop. Right, that we have already discussed in my previous videos. You can just access the playlist of C programming. I'll put the link of the playlist in the description box of this video. You can go and check out. Now in this video I am going to talk about while loop in C. We will see the syntax of writing while loop in C, working of while loop with the help of a flowchart, as well as with the help of program we will see, right, everything about while loop, as well as some interesting facts about while loop, or you can say what kind of tricky things, what kind of experiments you can do while writing while loop in your program. So we will see everything in this video. So now let us discuss while loop in C. What is loop, that I have already discussed, introduction to loop. That video I will put in the I button of this video. You can check out here. Right. What is need of loop? Why we use loop in our C program? Right. Now for loop we have discussed. Now what about while loop? See, it's not like that the working of the while loop is different from for loop. It's almost same, just the syntax, how you write while loop, that is different from for loop, but working is same. Whatever program you can write with for loop, those program you can also write with while loop, and also with do while loop, right. Now what is general syntax of writing while loop? And it is what entry controlled loop. Entry controlled means the condition, first the condition would be checked at the entry time only. If the condition is true, then only the control will go within the body of the loop. If the condition is false, then the control will not go within the body of the loop, it will directly exit from the loop, right. So it is entry controlled loop. Now what is the general syntax? While we will write, this is a keyword in C, and here in this braces we will write some condition. What is this condition? Termination condition. Obviously you have to terminate loop somewhere. If you don't terminate the loop, then it would be infinite loop, and that we don't want, right. So here we will put some condition. In for loop we are putting initialization, condition, and increment and decrement, or you can say that update expression, three things, but here only condition in this while loop, right. And this is what you can say body of this while loop. Here we will write some statements, multiple statements. If you write single statement, no need to put curly braces. If you write multiple statements, then you need to put curly braces here, right. Now see, this is general syntax. So first of all condition would be checked, right. If this is true, then this body of the loop would be executed. After that, here only we will do some update kind of thing, like plus plus or minus minus, right. Then again condition would be checked, again body of the loop, again condition would be checked. If condition is false, then only control will go out of the loop, right. So what is the flow chart? First of all, what? See, here also we have all the three things that a loop required: initialization, condition, termination condition, and increment and decrement. Here, but you will say here, ma'am, you are only writing condition. Where is the initialization and that increment and decrement part? So initialization would be here before starting of the loop, and that update expression would be here, right. Here simply you can write statement, multiple statements, and here only we will write that update expression, right. So something like this you can write. Here only we will do initialization before starting, then while loop. In this, here we will put some condition, and here some statements you want to execute up to statement n, suppose, and after that we will write that update expression, update or modify. The only difference is in for loop we write all the three things at one place, but here at three places, different places we write this thing. Working is same, only the syntax is different, how you write these loops. So if you draw the flow chart, then what would be flow chart here? This initialization would be only one time. In for loop also it was same. After that some condition would be checked, the while condition. If the condition is true, then the block of statements would be executed. After that, increment or decrement, or you can say that modify or update. After modifying, again condition would be checked. If it is true, again block of statement would be executed, and again increment or decrement, whatever you do. And this is in loop. If the condition is false, then directly you are going to exit from the loop, right? So this is what general, you can say, flowchart of this for loop. Or suppose for more clarity, if I am writing here statement ABC after this for loop, so if the condition is false, directly control will go here, statement ABC, right? This would be executed. I think now you can see it. If the condition is false, directly control will go to the statement out of the loop, statement ABC. Otherwise it would be in loop, right? So now in the previous video I have taken one example, that is printing a natural number, means number from 1 to 10. Let's write down same program with the help of this for loop. So first of all, what output you want? I want output something like this. See, you have to first of all initialize the output. What kind of output you want? This is the output I want, right? So starting is what? 1. Ending is what? 10. You know from where to start, where to end. And you also know increment is what? By 1 only. So everything you know. Initialization is from 1. Condition, termination condition is till less than equal to 10. And we will do just I plus plus or whatever variable name you take, ABC or IJK. I is, I told you that it's girlfriend for loop, so that is why already we take always we take I for loops, right? So now let us write down that program. So we don't need any input from the user because only you have to print numbers from 1 to 10. So just write down a loop. For loop you have to take a variable. Suppose I am writing here like I am taking I only, and I am initializing I from here only. I is from 1 I am going to start. So in while we will write down some termination condition. Termination condition is what? I less than equal to 10. If I is less than equal to 10, then loop would be executed. Here what I am going to printf whatever value of I, right? So %d and /n, because I want this kind of output, vertical not horizontal, in next line. So now I am just printing I here, and in this loop only you have to increase I plus plus, or you can write down plus plus I also, right? That is also fine. And that's it. And here we will write just get ch, and that's it. Now see the working of this one. First of all, control will go to main, first line of the main. In memory we have variable I and the value is 1. Some address is suppose 1000 here. So now check the condition. I less than equal to 10. 1 is less than equal to 10. Yes, condition is true. Control will enter into this loop. Printf %d. %d means integer would be printed. Whatever the value of I, that is 1. 1 would be printed on your screen, right? So now next statement is what? I plus plus. Now I value becomes 2, right? Again check the condition. Working is what? Again it will check the condition. 2 less than equal to 10. Yes, true. 2 would be printed in next line because we are using /n, right? I plus plus, I value becomes 3. Like this it would be repeated till 10. And once I value becomes 11 after printing this 10. Now 11 less than equal to 10. No. Now control will go out of the loop. And we are just having get ch only. So whenever you press any key or enter key on your laptop, on your keyboard, then control will directly go back to this editor, right? So that is how you can write down a program using while loop. I hope now you got the working of this while loop. Fine. Here maybe some students are thinking why I am not taking any input. How to think this kind of logic, like just take a variable and do the looping. See, analyze the output. What I want, 1 2 3 4 5 up to 10. From where I have to start means one way is in printf. 10 times you write down printf. First printf just print 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. I mean 10 times you have to write down printf. So you are repeating that thing, that is iteration. For repetition we use loops. Here we are discussing while loop, that is why I am taking while loop. So while loop, if you have the idea about the loops, 3 things required: initialization, termination condition and increment or decrement. You know from the output initialization should be 1 because I want to start from 1. Termination is 10 because I want to terminate the loop. I just want to print 1 to 10. So 2 things you know. Three things also, you know, increment or decrement. You have to do increment or decrement. Increment obviously, because after 1, 2, then 3, then 4, increment by 1. So everything you know. And we are not taking any input from the user. Why so? Because I value is increasing 1 by 1. So just print value of I and you are done with your task, right? So I think, yeah, now you are able to, you know, think the logic. First of all, try to make simple programs, then switch to high level programs, right? Don't think that these type of programs are very simple. No need to write these kind of programs. And first thing is, it's very important. First of all, please write down the program with your own hand, with pen and paper actually. Write that program. Then jump to your system, right? Please do not make a habit of writing program directly on your computer and run there. This thing is very important at last when you will sit for the placement at that time, because they'll ask you to write down the logic on a paper with the help of a pen. So please make a habit from first year only to write down your program first of all with pen and paper, and then write down that on your computer system, right? So now this is what just the fundamental or the basic of writing while loop, but it is not always compulsory to write down while loop something like this. You can do some experiment also, some tricky things also. And those tricky things, based on those tricky things only, they'll ask you some questions, maybe these kind of questions, like they'll give some code and you are supposed to tell the output of that code. There they will not write this kind of thing. This is general syntax, everybody know, and you study this, right? But you don't care about other things, the experiments you can do with this while loop, right? So some other ways also in which you can write down while loop, and what output you will get when you use those kind of, when you do those kind of experiments with while loop. That thing we will discuss in next video. So if you are interested just only learning the syntax or this the basic of the while loop, that's it. The next video is not for you. But if you want to go in deep, you want to explore about while loop, then definitely next video is for you. So now I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.